What's up everyone, today I will be showcasing the new manipulator and atomic spec and sword in Rain Piece and how to obtain them. This is a huge update, so this video will be a little longer than usual. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get to the video. So we have a new mini island for the atomic sword and boss. He spawns every 15 minutes and everything you need you can get from him. You will also need his race, which you can obtain from via shadow fragments. This race isn't hard to get with a 3% chance to get, but it's not that hard. You'll usually have to use maybe 5 to 20 fragments to obtain it, but it took my personally 3 tries. Now that you know how to get it, I will show you his personal aura and clothing. This type of clothing is very good for a specific build style. What this one is for sword builds. I also really like how it looks. It's now my favorite clothing in Rain Piece. Now I'll show you the aura. The aura is very nice. Every update they seem to up their game with the VFX. Very nice. Now let's get the sword. Now that I have the atomic sword, let's go get AIZEN'S spec now. Go to Gargantua. Now that we have made it here, there will be a couple things to do before you can officially get the spec and spawn Aizen himself. When you first get here, do not do this quest first, because you will need to do the other one first to have access of spawning Aizen himself. This quest will tell you to find 10 fragments around each island, but you can stay here and look for orbs here. Every 3 minutes as they spawn under bones and sometimes even around NPCs. For an example, I usually found my in this spot on the hill of the vow. They will look like this and spawn every 3 minutes, but they will not always be in the spot each time. Once you have done this quest, now you can do the next quest line, which will ask you to do a couple of things that will require a lot of cores. He will ask you to kill Ulq 30 times, do the Stark raid 10 times, and kill Aizen 15 times. Also keep in mind that you will also need the Hollow Instinct trait, which you can get from Fangs from the ULQ boss. Once you have done that quest, you can now farm Aizen boss for his items. I will also show his clothing, although I do not have his aura. I'm not really a fan of this outfit, but it also gives good buffs for specific stats like power and health. Now that I have shown this outfit, now I'll buy the spec and then we will compare the two new weapons on a showcase. This is the first look of the atomic weapon, and the stats goes into sword stats. Now let's try the M1. 52 million for one M1 is amazing. It can be very easy to hit 1 billion just from M1, which is very good if you're killing world bosses like Maharaga, the Opstopa, or Buru Jaru. Now let's try the first move. 600 million. Now for the second move. Almost 800 million damage, wow. Now for the third move. 850 million damage. Now for the fourth move. Nearly 1 billion damage. This is great for a sword, for sure. But now let's get on to the final move, which is the ultimate. $2.5 billion damage, and even more for the surrounding area. That's great. I think this move, that was a great sword overall, and it would definitely count as the best actual sword in the game. But I wonder if it can surpass the AIZEN spec. Let's go and find out. This is what the AIZEN spec looks like, and this spec goes into power stats along with his accessory. Now let's give his M1 a try. $47 million is also very good, although it does less than atomic. Now for the first move. Almost 500 million damage, also does less than atomic. Now for the second move. almost 600 million damage, also pretty good, but does less than atomic. Now let's try the third move. Nearly 700 million. I like this move, but still does less than Atomic. Now time for the fourth move. 780 million damage, and it seems to be golden. I'll try it again to look at the VFX. This is a very cool move. I like this one a lot. Now let's try the ult move. Decent animation and does 1.6 billion damage. Pretty cool. Now let's try the power-up. The aura kind of looks basic to me, but the animation was amazing. If you liked this video, please make sure to like and subscribe and join the official Rain Peace Discord server in the description. The codes will also be there. Also, thanks for watching. See you next time.